All right, joining me now is political strategist Rena Shaw. We want to talk about all of this. Rena, thanks for joining us today. Always good to see you.
Sure.
You know, Trump's tariff plans have really roiled financial markets and American consumers. So a lot of people are wondering, how real are these tariff threats? I mean, sounds like they're pretty real. How do you see it?
Well, Laura, we were in a space for a while where it felt like these tariff threats were just negotiating tactics. And now what we know is that the threats are about to become real. It feels like President Trump is mad enough to enact. And that's a phrase I use for lawmakers quite a bit because so much of how deal making gets done, whether it's Capitol Hill to other countries or to the executive branch to other national leaders. What we're talking about here is a time and space that Americans have not known. So the deleterious effects of these tariffs are unknown at this point. I would say this: investors in particular, with what we've seen in the markets this past week, and now we know the stock market is not the economy, so we want to be careful there. The investors are seeking more clarity now on tariffs, and that really gets us wondering about how much of the advisory apparatus that surrounds President Trump in this term will have an impact on his thinking as we get closer to D-dates, deadlines.
Yeah, and I got to ask you about Elon Musk because Trump is encouraging cabinet secretaries to take charge of these government cuts instead of Elon Musk. This is a huge story that we have been following this week. The New York Times reported there was this clash between Elon Musk and Secretary of State Marco Rubio during a cabinet meeting this week, which President Trump has sort of blown off. Take a listen.
No clash. I was there. You're just a troublemaker. And you're not supposed to be asking that question because we're talking about the World Cup. Elon gets along great with Marco, and they're both doing a fantastic job. There is no clash.
All right, so he played down whatever really happened in there. So what do these internal tensions say about the administration? I mean, Trump says that there's nothing going on, nothing to see here, but it sounds like something did happen.
Look, I think at this point in time, I want to take President Trump at his word. I mean, these are the skirmishes that happen when every new administration takes seat. And this time, yes, it's Trump coming back into the White House in an unusual fashion, having 4 years away from it. But look at who he's appointed this time. Look who's in his cabinet. Look who's surrounding him as advisors. This is a very different group of people. And you're going to have big personalities have some sense that, hey, you can't have your way or you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what I see that's going on here. I don't think there's a real personality problems so much as just the tactical that needs to get figured out. So right now, yes, there is a bit of tactical chaos, but I don't think we should extrapolate it into a bigger problem. I think these fires sort of come up and then they get, they get put out really quickly. At the end of the day, though, what are these guys going to get done? That's what matters. And I think what I'm looking at here is that this is about bold promises being made and then reversals happening. And so what that does is really pull some of the faith that people have instilled in this administration to be active, get things done. And if this continues, then what it really does is hurt the agenda and hurt Trump's legacy, which is what he's really looking to do in this term, is put forth this legacy of, again, bold new America that Biden did not deliver. That's his whole goal.
Well, and we also know that the first 100 days, look, there's some kinks that have to be worked out, and we're in it now. Political strategist Rena Shaw, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you.